Hello, good people. This is Father Barnabas again. And today is the Feast of Christ the King. And I really love this feast. It's the last Sunday before Advent. And when there's problems in the world, turmoil in the world, this is always an important feast to think about. The feast was instituted by Pope Pius XI right after World War I, when the King of Russia, Tsar Nicholas II, and the King of Germany, Wilhelm II, and eventually all the other kings in the West got caught up in the First World War, which was one of the most brutal and devastating wars that has perhaps ever been fought. And then right after World War I, everyone, a lot of uncertainty and a lot of fear because everyone knew another war was coming and it was going to be just as horrific. So Pope Pius XI instituted this feast because he wanted to show who is it that is really in charge, who ultimately do we all answer to, and that is of course the Lord. Why would Pope Pius XI want us to reflect on Jesus as king? Not just any king, the king of the universe himself. Because the Lord represents a kingship that turns our whole worldly idea of leadership upside down. Kingships, kingdoms, empires. What do you think? Emperors and kings keeping themselves in power by the power of the sword. Pope Pius is telling us, no, that is not what kingship is. You want to know what kingship is? Look at the Lord. Because the Lord's kingship turns our whole idea of leadership upside down. Because the Lord's kingship is nonviolent. It is just and peaceful. And why can we accept the Lord as king? That authority. Why can we accept authority of anyone? Well, because it's based on the rule of truth, love, and mercy. Where does authority come from? Who really are the only people who should have authority over us? Those who truly love us, care for us, and are looking out not for their good, but the good of all. And the Lord, of course, God Himself, and His heavenly kingdom is the ultimate expression of that. Yeah, Lord is King. Lord is indeed King, and He has ultimate authority because of His ultimate love, forgiveness, and mercy for us, and His offering Himself for our salvation, for our good. You don't see very many kings in this world who really think like that. But the feast was instituted precisely to remind the world's leaders who you answer to and what does a person, a king, someone with authority look like? What do they do? And why? And what is the only reason they should have authority? Love, mercy, forgiveness. And all they want to do is the good of their people. It's a kingdom of love. It's not a kingdom of the sword. History's had lots of kingdoms of the sword. And his kingdom is indeed present now. It's in the very midst of the chaos and we fear happening now in our own world around us. Violence in the Middle East and in the Ukraine. And that is so we also have to remember and remind ourselves, even in this horrible, violent world, the King is still here. He's present with us at every Mass in the Eucharist. And He is ruling from heaven. And And one day he's going to return, and he is going to completely and fully restore his kingdom. And it's going to be a kingdom of love and mercy and forgiveness. You know, we live in a republic. We have to remember that we Catholics are also members of a kingdom, the eternal kingdom of the Lord, a perfect, loving, merciful, and just kingdom of the Lord. Now, the book of Revelation and today's gospel reminds us to stand firm in the faith and to await the fulfillment of God's promises through Jesus Christ, despite the troubles we see going on in the world today. Jesus witnessed to the faith up to and in through his death. And then Lord showed who is really king. The Lord was given a death sentence by the authorities of his day. And then he rose from the dead, overturning that sentence. You can overturn your government's sentence of death. Who's the real king? And that's exactly what the Lord did. Big part of the Lord's resurrection is overturning our fallen world's rulers' unjust sentence. A sentence of death, horrible death, and he overturned it. I am the one true king, and I'm king of the universe, and he now rules in heaven. We should always be thinking about this everlasting kingdom, because our lives today are only temporary. We do not know when the Lord is going to return, but we can know and love and serve him now. And always remember, we as Catholics, there's one true kingdom, the church on earth and the church in heaven, united together by God's grace, God's rule, the Holy Spirit, and the Eucharist. We live in the greatest of times because the one true kingdom is here. And we are to bring as many into that one true kingdom as we can. And one day, that one true kingdom will be restored. And the Lord will come again, restore that one true kingdom. That, the Lord has kept all of his promises so far. Of course, he's going to keep that last one to restore all things. I hope you all have a great day. Again, I'm Father Barnabas. Once in a while, I come on this channel and offer my thoughts. If you have enjoyed my talk, please like and subscribe. Send it to some others if you think it would be helpful to them. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you.